What? Ooh. Wow, this bed is so big right now that I can't even sit back on my chair. I'm gonna take it off first. What are y'all guys up to today? It's a wonderful day today for here. It's snowing out. I've been waiting for this. Winter's finally here, but the sad thing is, I leave for college soon. Tad bit too late for winter to be arriving now. So, I mean, at least it's snowing out. Still snowing out right now. A blizzard storm a couple days ago. Perfect. So look at this thing open up right now. I like how all these strap here. So if I wanna hang my beads around when I'm at the airport, but I won't be carrying this when I'm hiking or something like that. So this is my GoPro. It's a GoPro pole made by the Smasher. This is one of my favorite GoPro mounts. This pole does an amazing job. It's extends up to 17 inch, I believe, or 21 inch. I'm not sure what it is. This thing capture everything. This is why I use this is my number one thing I use for my GoPro for most of the thing. And for everything I have, I showed you guys, will be down in the link below for you guys to see as well. So this is my number one. This thing, I won't be able to carry this on the airport with this bag because it's aluminum and they would consider this can be used as a weapon. Do not recommend you guys using that. I mean, it does hurt when you smack. It crack your bones off. What this thing right here is really nice hard padding, so you're expecting something really careful and cautious with the equipment I have in here. The first thing I have here is a charger for my Sony a6500 battery charger, and it's made by the Rad Power. I love these chargers. They're batteries. They're very durable, and I believe it's the best third-party battery out there. Next up, along with the charger, I have the two external hard drive. This is an older one. It's I forget what the brand. It's a StarTech.com. I'm not sure where I got this from, but this one I got from Amazon, and I really love this brand, and it's a huge amount of storage. And the other one I just got around last year. I'm very comfortable using this hard drive because it's a low rate of crashing or losing videos or photos, and I've been putting a lot, and I still haven't used 1/4 of it yet. It is huge. It's like 1 terabyte. So in the smaller compartment right here in the front, I would use it as anything that I need to grab it quickly, so I don't have to go in my bed and open up everything to find these. So this is my like a quickie grab or something like that. So I have my camera on right now there. So I have a lens cap. One last thing in there is the ND variable filter. And I love this filter. It's not very expensive. It's not very, it's kind of cheap, but I got it for like $30. So yes, I love it. ND filter. It does a great job for me. So this is my most thing I use. I use this all the time, and I haven't had any problem with this filter at all. So the next compartment, I don't have any camera equipment here. So I keep myself a notebook, mini notebook, because I want to be able to write something in case I forget, or what I'm planning out for the next video, or if I have something to say, or anything just general to keep in my memory then, because I don't usually remember everything I say. Now that was everything in my smaller compartment, so we'll be moving on to the bigger compartment. I have the two dividers between the big compartment. You can also open up and get rid of the divider and then have these connected. But I use a divider just to keep everything divided because I have a GoPro equipment and my Sony equipment up here. So it's just a 3 compartment right here. One compartment, I use a bigger mount. So I have a chassis and a suction cup. Suction cup head strap is my most used mount for, I mean not most used, the pole is the most used. Suction cup, these things are the second, and I use them for writing. Like if I go boating or something like that, like fishing for example, I would put this on there so it doesn't fall over or anything like that. Or if I want to use like chassis, like parasailing or anything in Florida, or if you're hiking or anything in general, these are the big thing I would usually carry around when I travel. Next up, in these compartments, I have these 3 things. This one is the GoPro leash where I can use out of a Wii remote because we don't play with the Wii anymore. So I just like, I just can take it off in case, and then use it for my GoPro in case if I lose it or anything. So I just have it strap up to some equipment. Like if I'm driving a car, I would put it out there like on the front, and I would have this strap up to maybe somewhere. Just make sure you keep it safe. So this is what I'd recommend you guys having too. So make sure you strap up your GoPro. So my next up, this is my favorite accessory for my GoPro. It's an ND filter, and it's very useful. And I only have I have an 8, 15, and 32. And I use it for snowboarding or wakeboarding because it gets so bright out and you can see the little jittery movement when you don't have an ND filter. But when I clip it on, it's an amazing job. Everything's just normal, just like a motion blur and stuff like that. So I strongly recommend having the ND filter, just so you guys know that everything will be linked below. And one last thing in that compartment is a handheld GoPro mount. I used to use this a lot before I got the GoPro Pole, but now GoPro Pole is my #1 recommendation for having with you guys. But this, you can use it for vlogging. I would use it for vlogging, or maybe if I'm going scuba diving or anything. They have a floaty, like in case if you let go, you didn't wear your grip for some reason, it would just float right up to the top, and you can find your GoPro easily with the orange cap. So the orange cap, you can be able to see it easily in the water. One last compartment here for my GoPro. I have a mini compartment here for it. So this compartment is not really from this bag. I just bought it a while ago from, I can't remember when. I was like pretty young when I got this compartment for my younger camera right here. So the top above the camera, there's the two housings. So I have a GoPro Hero 7 Black. I love this camera. This camera has been amazing. I've been using it a lot. I've been carrying it everywhere I go because this camera does a phenomenal job. It's just so small, you can just put it in your pocket. And the other camera I have is the GoPro Hero 6. This camera I did not use very much because I got it when I was at college last year at UW Milwaukee. As soon as I started using this at the wrong time in the summer, now I have more use of these two cameras. So these two cameras right here I have, Hero 7 Black, have been great for me. I've used both cameras at the same time sometimes, but I would use the Black for more important video because the stabilization does an awesome job for me. Even though Hero 6 does a great stabilization job too. So next up, in my other compartment, I have the battery charger for the Hero 7 and Hero 6, of course, because they're both compatible batteries. They work together, and it does a great job for me, and I'm really happy with the charger with this. And in the same compartment, of course, I'll be carrying the remote around. I always carry Wi-Fi remote because if I can't reach the camera or something like that for some reason, or if I want to start both at the same time, I can connect this to both the camera to the Wi-Fi remote and just start without having any problem. I would have batteries, extra batteries, stuff like that. The cord for the Wi-Fi remote charger right here, just in case, and then I have another cord for the battery charger too. I would be carrying a head strap clip. Put it on your head because I lost my head strap. I would have a J hook because I would use the J hook, especially on my chest mount, or if you want to move your camera back further, extra screw it as well. In case if I lose anything or I just need an extra spare, whatever, just around. Okay, so as I open up my bigger compartment, there's a little nice pad there. It's nice because I can grab it right away because that's my most used for my laptop. So my laptop charger is here, and this is the adapter because I have a MacBook Pro with the touch bar, and the charger, and like there's no USB port, and then it's a newer USB port, so I need the adapter. I'm very happy with the adapter because I don't use online while I'm using this. I just import the picture and video to my computer with this. So this is a great job. The first lens I have here is a Sigma 30mm of f1.4. What I love about this lens, this is what I use the most for photography, for portrait mode or landscape. But I would use the 16mm I have on the camera with the landscape. But this thing has been great prime lens for me, and I've been very happy with it. This lens blur out the background like a perfect, it's very beautiful. It's just amazing what this lens can do. Inbuilt stabilization, I think it's called OSS or ISS, something like that. And this lens is very well in the low lighting area. So this lens is my favorite go-to for portrait mode or photography, and I use a lot of B-roll out of this lens too. My next one is my very first lens I ever had. This is a Sony 50mm f1.8. This one and the Sigma 30mm. I can't really decide whether I want to use it for portrait mode or anything. I would use it if I'm using it like on a big room, but if I'm inside a building, I would use a 30mm. But if I'm outside, I would mostly use this one. I've been using it a lot for portrait mode outside, blur out the background. Excuse me for my pronunciation, because I'm not really good at pronunciation, but the bokeh or something like that. But I just call it blur out the background, and this one is one of my favorite too. In my next compartment, of course, I'm gonna have a need. Always carry this around in case if I get my lens dirty, like if I go somewhere that like really dry dirt or something like that, or in the wood, and you just get your lens dirty. Finally, in my last compartment of the big camera bag, I would always carry the step down ring because this thing is very useful. I would always use the ND filter because I'm always outside a lot and I just don't want to lose my pictures or video, anything like that, and I would be very disappointed if I record a lot with you. If you have an ND filter and you have a lens that like a bigger size and too smaller, I would buy the biggest one, ND filter, and then step down to the smaller lens. Next one is my other biggest accessory, that brand that I use is Rad Power. I got my Sony SD6500 batteries from Rad Power, and then I got the power bank, and that's what I love using. If I want to use a time lapse of a GoPro, I would connect to this, and I would just keep it around, and then in case my battery died for some reason or I forget to charge it because I was too tired out, this saves the day. The last thing of a big compartment is my SD card holder, and of course this is the same brand. This is one of my big brands that I got it from. And I love it because it's very compact, waterproof, and I don't know what they call, like crush proof or anything like that. In case if you drop it down the stair, concrete stair, everything would be okay. As I open this up. So yeah, so that thing, I love it because the rubber, it doesn't, like if you can't get their SD card in there, it's squish in there, the rubber helps it so it doesn't break the SD card. So the compartment for my laptop, I have a 15-inch MacBook Pro with a touch bar, and so far, I love this laptop. I only had it for so I've been using it for about 1.5 years so far. Love it. Anything with it, Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects. Now, one last thing I have here. I have all the compartment done, but as you see here, there's a clip where you put it on. As you put it on right here, if you need it, grab it right away. So this clip is like an emergency clip or something like that. Use it for my batteries, for my Sony a6500, so I don't have to go back in my bag and look for it. I'm very happy with it. I have 3 of these and I have 1 on my camera. So if I forget anything, let me think if I forgot anything. I don't think I did. Technology has been dramatically changing over the year, and there'll be newer equipment or more equipment you have, and you try to figure out what the best thing to carry around. Of course, I'm glad I don't have that problem because that's basically all I have. That's all I need right now as I'm going through college, trying to stay on budget. So I think this would be great for you guys as a beginner because I don't want you guys looking at the professional and be like, oh, I want to get that so bad, or you want to, and I need that right now before I do anything. You know what I mean? Freaking out. But I think this is a great budget beginner start out. But you don't need everything that I have in the bag or the professional. Woo! That's everything that I would travel around with. And if you guys are still watching the video, just like I said, you're a true legend. I really appreciate that. And I hope you guys found something that you never thought of before, or you just like you've been looking for one, but you can't find it. I hope you guys found something useful in here that you would put in your travel bag around you. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. But if you already have, ring the bell to notification for you guys for my future video and for the 2019 and so on. If you ever have everything check. Of course, I really appreciate you guys doing all that and supporting me. And that's all I have to say for today. But let's look outside if you're in Northern. I need to go outside on the sled. I want to go sledding. Anything, snow is here. Winter is finally here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a fascinating day coming up for you guys. And enjoy your day when you can. I'll see you guys in the next video. There's one more thing I have to say. I forgot to include it. Of course, my Sony a6500 camera that I have right now, because that's the only camera I have. And I have a lens on that is a 15mm f1.4. That lens is It's everything I use for vlogging, and I use a couple B-roll with it for a wide shot, but it's mostly for vlogging. And the microphone I use is a Video Mic Pro by Rode. So that's my favorite microphone to use. I would use this GorillaPod. It's not the heaviest one, but it's the second heaviest one. Of course, you guys will see in the link below. So that's the thing I forgot to include in. That's all I have to say again. Thank you for watching again. Now let's go for the outro.